Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
You may be seated. At this time, the salutatorian of the class of 2024, Ann Karen Eilers, will present our invocation.
Good afternoon, and welcome to all family, friends, faculty, and CMS representatives. Today is profoundly bittersweet. We should all be proud of ourselves for reaching this milestone and excited for the next chapter, but to leave behind the community we spent 4 years building as a class is by no means easy. We share countless happy memories, but we also must acknowledge that we, as a class, have endured a collective loss and will always remember and honor those classmates who left us too soon. To make it to the finish line isn't just an accomplishment, but a privilege, and I encourage everyone here to reflect upon the gravity of receiving your diploma today. American poet Mary Oliver wrote, "Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild, precious life?" As we move forward, our wild, precious lives are our own. The paths before us are wild and unexplored, ours to fearlessly follow in pursuit of our dreams. But we must plan our one precious life with care and intention, because what we choose will inevitably shape the people we become and consequently the future that we share. It will show itself day after day in our decisions about what matters most, how we treat others, and why we continue on even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles. And though for most of us, our paths are not fully imagined or informed, we are all indebted to those who have guided and carried us thus far, empowering us to take this giant step forward and embrace our future. To them, our families, teachers, coaches, and school leaders, we say thank you. Our success is your success, and we're grateful. In closing today, I also want to say thank you to my classmates. Truly, it has been all of you who have not only made my high school experience, but grown up with me. Witnessing your passions, humor, and acts of kindness to one another over the past several years, even as our time together was cut short with COVID and online school, has been a gift, and I hope that in some capacity, I was able to return the favor. Thank you. So, congratulations to the class of 2024. I'm so excited to see all the amazing things you guys go forward and achieve.
Good afternoon. I am Zara Qureshi, Senior Class President. I'm happy that you have joined us for our commencement exercises. It is an honor for us to have our families, members of the CMS School Board, members of the CMS Executive Staff, and members of the Providence High School staff to share in this exciting time with us. At this time, I would like to introduce our stage guest. Please hold all applause until all of our guests have been introduced. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing. Our principal, Dr. Tracy Harrell, our CMS board member, Lisa Klein, member District 5, our CMS cabinet representatives, Dr. Crystal Hill, superintendent, Beth Thompson, chief of strategy and innovation, Dr. Curtis Carroll, South Learning Community superintendent, the valedictorian of the class of 2024, Anj Khurana, the salutatorian of the class of 2024, Ann Karen Eilers, and our student council president, Taylor Simone Wanowich. You may be seated. Our assistant principals, Dr. Colleen Barnes, Jeff Brookshire, Mark McHugh, and our dean of students, Jennifer Ryan, our school counselors, Jewel Abbott, Adrian Hodge, Ginger Obringer, Emily Snyder, Allison Tressler, and Lindsay Walker, our readers of names, Christina Humphrey, Dr. Jonathan Cron, and Kathleen McDonough. You may be seated. At this time, the Providence High School Chorus, under the direction of Miss Alexandra Sims, will sing Irish Blessing.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always
The valedictorian of the class of 2024, Aunt Karana, will now present the valediction, after which Taylor Simone Wanowich will present the Student Council President's Address.
Good afternoon, esteemed guests, family, administration, and students. I'll cut straight to the chase. As we gather here this afternoon, this is the last time that we, as the class of 2024, might all be together in one place. This might be the last moment that we share, which might be a truth that might be hard to swallow. Take a moment to look around you, at the people to the right and left of you. Maybe you've only seen them in passing, or maybe these faces are familiar and comforting. Nevertheless, they represent a chapter in your life that is coming to a close today. Yes, it's a bittersweet realization, but it also shows how much we can take for granted the people we have interacted with, whether it be the friends we stayed up until 3 a.m. writing the junior paper with the night before it was due, or the student who is severely suffering from senioritis, or even the one girl who's constantly popping open cans of Celsius in the back of the classroom. These small moments, but more importantly, the people that we've shared them with, have shaped who we are today. Every interaction, no matter how mundane it may have felt, has contributed to our growth in some way. Treasure the memories, value the connections, and continue to appreciate the people you meet along the way. Because in the end, it's these relationships that truly enrich our lives. I mean, ever since first grade, every single English classroom I've walked into has had the same poster at the front of the room that's read, "People won't remember what you said or did, they'll remember how you made them feel." In elementary school and middle school, I never thought too much about it, but I believe that it rings true now more than ever. As we celebrate our accomplishments and look forward to our respective futures, let's take a moment to relish the bonds that we've formed here. When you're walking across the stage, I hope you'll remember how your friends, teachers, and family made you feel, how much they supported you, and how truly lucky you've been. This is not a see you later, this is a goodbye. Congratulations to each and every one of you, class of 2024.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Taylor Wanowich, and I've had such an honor serving as student body president this year. When I finally began to write this speech, I thought, who am I to be the one speaking to hundreds of accomplished peers? But then I quite literally considered the answer to that question. I'm here today because I ran for this role solely based on my love of leadership. While student government is just one of my many interests, I also find biology fascinating. I have an unhealthy obsession with dating shows. I know every princess song, and I look forward to my daily 4-hour naps. Some of you may love to read, spend 3 hours at the gym a day, think pickles are delicious, or know every detail about Taylor Swift. Point being, I have passions that I recognize many of you do not share. Yet all of our unique interests serve to bring us happiness and have motivated us our entire lives. My family has shown me how powerful passions are. In an effort to hide during the Holocaust, my great-grandparents lived in the woods for 2 years before making their way to Cuba. In 1960, their business was seized, and they had no choice but to flee once again, this time to America. They had a passion to preserve their identity, religion, and family, allowing them to escape horror and eventually achieve the happiness they desired and deserved. About 2 years ago, my grandma was diagnosed with leukemia. But she had the passion to witness her grandchildren's achievements and spend more time enjoying life. Today, she is here, watching me graduate beside her loved ones. Passions are that powerful, so powerful that my grandma survived in the midst of the hardest moments of her life. The class of 2024 may not, and hopefully will never, face difficulties that compare. However, our high school career has come with challenges. We spent an entire freshman year online, barely doing school, seeing or making friends, and missing out on the beginning of the high school experience we had so long been waiting for. Once back at school, we made it through entire days without our phones and managed to put together outfits that followed the dress code. Outside of school, we witnessed intense elections, wars, natural disasters, an ongoing pandemic, the loss of loved ones, and maybe just some drama with our friends. But our goals and individual pursuit of happiness are what inspired us to overcome these struggles and be where we are today. A passion for anything, your future, your family, or even just for your dinner tonight, is so much more powerful than it may seem at the moment. Owning who you are and staying true to your desires will influence your life in unexpected ways. So today, I no longer question why I'm the one giving this speech, because I followed a passion this year. I plan to follow them for the rest of my life because I know that will put me on the right path. In the next year, you may be entering college, joining the workforce or the military, or taking a gap year at home or traveling. But no matter where you are, what you do, or the conflicts you face, what really matters is you're following your own passions. No two of us will have the same future, but all of us can have passion. Class of 2024, we've reached an amazing accomplishment. Thank you to Dr. Harrell, all of our teachers and staff, and our loved ones. A personal thank you to my amazing family here and all of my best friends. And lastly, thank you to each one of you for being a part of my high school experience and helping me on my journey to discover my passions in life. Find your passion and follow it. No matter who shares it with you or what anyone thinks, your passion is your own and will guide you. So congratulations, graduates. I can't wait to see where our passions take us.
I would now like Dr. Harrell to join me at the podium. On behalf of the class of 2024, I would like to present this token to you and thank you for your assistance throughout this year. We will always remember your encouragement and motivation in helping us achieve our goals and successfully reach this memorable milestone in our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Zara and Annie and Taylor and Ach. Good afternoon and welcome again to the Providence High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2024. Seated before me are 460 graduates of the best high school in CMS. And the high school with the highest growth in the state of North Carolina from last year. That is something that you can all be proud of. The seniors in this Coliseum began high school at home on something called Zoom. I thought it was a way to exercise. We worked with them during their 9th grade year from behind their computers, where we really got to know their ceiling fan, or half of their face that was on the screen, or even their pets that frequented the class. This is how they transitioned to a new school, a new level of school. When they were allowed to come back to school in person, we tried to match the face we were accustomed to seeing on the screen with the eyeballs because they were wearing masks for yet another year, for several more months. But finally, we had 2 years that felt more like normal, with normal school and normal school activities and athletics and fine arts productions and dances and proms. Through all of this, our students met the challenges. They've suffered loss, they've overcome frustration, they've overcome some struggle, and they've learned to rise to the level of expectation we had for them. They continued to learn and grow and achieve, and now they're educated, mature adults, well, most of them. And they're ready to leave our school environment, and I'm so excited for them, and I'm so proud of them and their accomplishments. Despite the different kind of 9th and 10th grade year these students had, they've been highly successful in preparing for life after Providence. Here are just a few examples. This year's senior class has received scholarships totaling over, are you sitting down? $14 million. We could all go on a great big trip with that, but instead we will pay for college. They will attend 87 different colleges and universities. 81% of the class will attend a 4-year university. 16% of the class will attend a 2-year college. 1% will join the military directly, and 2% will go into the workforce. They are ready and they will be highly successful at whatever they have chosen to do. Our senior class has become a favorite of ours at school. Don't tell the underclassmen. They are smart, and within this class, we have the first student at Providence to simultaneously earn her associate's degree from CPCC. They are athletic. We've won 14 athletic championships just this year, and they have been a pleasure with which to work. These students, as a group, have a reputation of being calm, kind, most avoid any drama, and they are not troublemakers, most of them. Observing them in the student parking lot, at lunch, at athletic practice, at ball games, at band camp, at drama productions, at orchestra and choral concerts, and in each of their classrooms, they have demonstrated they are good people. This is one of the highest compliments I think a person can receive. So parents and grandparents, you should be proud that you've raised good people. Of course. At school each day for 4 years, and even when we were home on Zoom, we've had the morning announcements. And in the morning announcements, we have a segment called Hot Topics with Harold. So for one last Hot Topics with Harold, I have a final message for our graduates. As you leave Providence and begin a new part of your life, things will be different. You will probably feel like most of us do when things change in our lives. I remember the time I took a new job. I was nervous and anxious because I wanted to do well. But really, I was clueless about so many aspects of the new job. Probably some of the same feelings you may have about the next step you're about to take. Then I read something that journalist Peggy Noonan once said. Peggy Noonan is a journalist and author, and she wrote speeches for at least 2 U.S. presidents. She said she had a 3-stage reaction to working in the White House. Stage 1. I hope nobody figures out how clueless I am. Stage 2, after working for a few months in the White House, hey, I'm as smart as everybody else around here. And after a few more months came stage 3, we're in charge. Students, this 3-step reaction may be the same for you as you move on into life after high school. From this day forward, you are in charge of your life. Lead by example in life as you have at Providence. Never let your integrity be questioned. Be people of high moral character and go out there and conquer all that life has to offer you. Just as you have finished this year strong, work hard to finish strong in life. Don't try to coast through life. You have to go out there and actively engage in it. Students, it has been my distinct pleasure to serve as your principal. I wish you all the very best. At this time, I ask the junior marshals to please take your place for the presentation of diplomas. Graduates, parents, and guests, I would ask that you hold all cheering and applause until all of the names have been called, please. This process will move really rapidly, and if you're cheering and applauding, the family of the next graduate may not be able to hear their name called. At Providence, each of our graduates deserve the same courtesy and respect. There'll be an opportunity for lots of applauding and celebration at the end.
Hello. You're good. Ready? Lucas Zhao. Wael Khalid El Sharif. David Jernigan Abner. Joseph David Abrams. Ethan Michael Ackerman. Prakhar Agrawal. Diora Akbarova. Carrie Page Albin. Izzy May Alba. Logan Alexander Amigo. Ashley Cato Ammons. Micah Anthony Amo. Caitlin Elizabeth Anderson. Louis Thomas Ardis. Jason Bafu Asamoah. Francis Hart Aspie. Wellesley Winters Ashley. Ava Lee Auer. Aditi Anil Babar. Alexander Timorovich Babayev. Savannah Grace Bachman. Hannah Juhibe. Haley Grace Bajorski. Luke Griffin Baker. Michaela Adriana Josephine Baldwin. Anna Karen Barber. James Colby Barber. Matthew Scott Barrera. Elena Marie Beavers. Beatrix Rose Beck. Evelyn Ruth Bennett. Seaman Haley Barakatab. Cohen James Birkland. Jack Ellie Binder. Noah Paul Black. Jonas Samuel Blake. Mark Liam Blaines. Nikki Maria Blathris. Reese Callahan Bocchetti. Avery Elizabeth Bogan. Sarah Josephine Bourne. David Armin Boluri. Reese Graham Bosch. Shayna Bothra. Connor David Boyce. Devin Jamal Branch. Zoe Maya Braverman. Cameron Lee Bright. Landon Elijah Bright. Carlos David Brines Navas. In memoriam, Olivia Kathleen Bruce. Isaiah Graham Brundage. Alexa Reese Bullard. Caden Gregory Bolero. Lucas Clement Burkitt. Florine Burton Marcon. Braden Matthew Booty. Evan Alexander Caldwell, Maya Campbell, Max Caprero, Erin Ruth Casey, Matthew James Castingay, Anthony Joseph Catarino, William Graham Calder, Caleb Lee Chandler, Joshua Barry Chapman, Summer Francis Charnock, Joseph Yoshin Chen, Anodiva Abashle Choga, Gega Chokeli, Catherine Lenning Chu, Gabriel Ciscado, Alex Edward Klebo, Owen Douglas Clark, Adam Samuel Clue, Vincenzo Bao Kokole, Harrison Dominic Cohen, Vasa Jinya Kande, Catherine Elizabeth Connolly, Sean Edward Connor, Giuseppe Coppola, Bryce Connell Cothran, Marshall Jacob Craver, Carson Tate Crawford, William Matthew Crawford, Catherine Lawrence Crocker, Mariana Cruz Cruz, Amanda Virginia Cubides, Joseph Constantine Candy, Caitlin Elizabeth Cunningham, Colin Thomas Cushman, Anna Ellen Chaplitsky, Joseph Anthony DeCamara, Porter Kumar Data, Joao Pedro de Oliveira Gavassi, Gabriel Andrade de Oliveira, George William Deeby, Alissa Mariana de Leon, Joseph Miles Derrick, Ethan Shukla Desai, Logan William Dewey, Sophia Catherine Diaz, Vincent Joseph DiMuzio, Matthew Joseph Dinello, Anthony Joseph DiPerno, Jane Eleanor DiSciullo, Colin Caldwell Dixon, Runal Mahesh Dongre, Brendan Wyatt Dodi, George Cooper Douglas, Khalil Adonis Doughty, Jude Ludwig Amy, and Karen Eilers, Anaya Katya Elias, Jillian Rose Elias Matar, Emma Taylor Ely, Ethan Hudson Anaf, Adrian Engelbrecht, Michelle Kimberly Esser, Ronald Cole Easel, Colin Riley Fagan. Sophia Ann Fayette. Dimitrios Reese Farrell. Alex John Finneran. Tanner Cole Fitton. Thomas Zion Foreman. Molly Catherine French. Mary Wishon Fresina. Caroline Sarah Fricano. Elena Friedman. Maxwell Lee Galinek. Julian Gamble. Jackson Andreas Garceau. Andy Leonardo Garcia. Angela Sofia Garcia. Amy Maria Gentile. Abel Tabibe Gazessi. John David Gessner. Robert James Gessner. Shane Allen Goldstein. Navrai Gomez Pak. Tanya Gomez Pak. Joseph Israel Gonzalez. Lily Page Goody. Sydney Patricia Grissom. Emily Rose Gritze. Swati Gupta. Emma Claire Goots. Isabella Hall. Christian Davis Halt. Brazil Drayvon Hampton. Robert Elijah Hannon. Griffin Matthew Hardwick.
Seth Harrison Hartnett. Jack Phillip Haywood. Marianne Malone Heavey. Juliana Merced Heckman. Katrina Annalie Held. Miles Baraka Hengerer. Megan Therese Henry. Nethika Malinka Hediarachi. Nishal Malinka Hediarachi. Dylan Patrick Hickman. Delaney Shoshana Hill. Benjamin James Hinkle. David Morris Height Jr. Gabrielle Quinn Hively. Madeline Grace Hokut. Brooke Elizabeth Hollander. Alexander Nicholas Hooper. Layla Marie Hopkins. Alexis Grace Howell. Maxwell Hugh. Oren Travis Hubara. Sarah Lou Huezo Diaz. Dylan Claude Hutchinson. Anthony Javier Illich. Anirudh Giridharan Iyer. Anya Iyer. Elena Brooke Jackson. Katie Blue Jacobowitz. Danaea Liddell Jeffries. Darshni Jayaprakash. Hannah Joy Johnson. Lydia Louise Johnson. John Henry Joyner. Talia Amaria Jones. Nicole Annabelle Josie. Sirivanala Julakanti. Andrew Pate Journey. Rowan England Kabalka. Isabel Grace Kepler. Evan Nicholas Kakavitsis. Ishana Kalra. Keisha Kalra. Abine Ras Conchumarthi. Bessie Ann Caravacaros. Saidata Kasani. Samaritan Jane Kay. Thomas Ellis Keeter. Logan Michael Keith. Curtis Chia Ann Key. Adam Wael Kadaj. Iman Amr Khan. Nadia Camille Khan. Tyler Nash Knoker. Ansh Karana. Lucy Rosebetty Kidd. Brandon Suno Kim. Hannah Shinyong Kim. Siwon Kim. Ureem Kim. Lucas Gunnar King. Murray Carlisle Kinlaw IV. Mason Paul Canavy. Michael Guy Knox III. Mallory Parker Kessel. Alina Dixita Quairala. Connor James Coivisto. Tanner Smith Kolb. James Alexander Kulavatos. Nathaniel Derek Krobish. Say it again. Anna Grace Kruger. Yulia Kulas. Asta Kulkarni. Sophia Mariani Conchoro. Zachary Robert LeGlenn. Sarah Raquel Lagos Posadas. Michael Colin Carl Lakeman. Leah Kendall Lane. Sophia June Lau. Jack Charles Lawrence. Achilles Saphon Lee. Hyun Lee. Penelope Catherine Same Lee. Hayden Douglas Leslie. Quinn Lennon Lewis. Yushan Liang. Brittany Liu. Ashley Edens Long. Jessie Helen Luther. Simone Renee Elizabeth Lyons. Graham Ross McDonald. Samantha Vittoria Machado de Oliveira. Robert Collins Mack. Mary Gerard McPhail. Aiden Alexander Mahathirov. Amanda Khan Mai. Spencer Christian McKell. Syed Malik. Nanashan Reddy Malunji. Sri Sudha Ritwik Anurag Mantri. Aaliyah Catherine Martin. Braxton Martin. Bradley Kenneth Martindale. Lincoln Hammond Mason. Alexander Rob Mathbrook. Jacob Matapalil. Madeline Grace Mateo. Caitlin Catherine McCauley. Ariel Elise McCullough. Jake Christopher McCoy. Mia Grace McLaughlin. Samuel Aiden McCrary. Sarah Devon McCrary. Elena Grace Meinert. Carter Burks Mendat. Caitlin Joy Mangle. Burke Matthew Menninger. Connor Dylan Miller. Penelope Rowan Miller. Sage Allie Miller. Wyatt Erskine Miller. Claire Manjoa Mitchell. Kelly Francis Modine. Hans Frederick Mole. Harrison Vincent Monahan. Gabriel Mourinho Morim. Victoria Moros. Kevin Muka. Rachel Elizabeth Mueller. Casey Lauren Muma. Mernal Sarang Munchi. Anna Trotter Murphy. Henry Upramaya Murthy. Gohar Murtsakolova. Asani Grace Mutabilwa. Siddharth Chinmay Nadkarni. Kareem Del Nasrallah. Arman Rohan Nawaz. Exaucer Makazai Endelo. Christina Wynn. Jorge Nieto Garcia de Blanes. Liam Oliver Nielsen. Prince Neomagabo. Lindsay Laxon Nolan. Caroline Elizabeth Norton. Barbara Nunez de Oliveira. Aidan William Paul O'Brien. Riley Elizabeth O'Donnell. Claire Michelle Ettinger. Joanna May O'Hara. David Okoye. Samantha Faye Otero. Christian Pack. Melina Joy Pack. Johnny Herman Palma.
Rima Manish Parikh. Grant Olson Partridge. Garima Shatankumar Patel. Aditya Patanaik. Katrina Morgan Patterson. Melania Nicole Patterson. Trent Robert Patterson. Clay Samuel Patton. Margot Maria Pegram. Nicholas James Peltz. Nikel Edwin Perigo. Axel Francisco Perez Acevedo. Diego Armando Perez Acevedo. David Michael Pizantes. Isabella Grace Peter. Caleb Mark Peters. Ava Lillian Pfefferkorn. Louisa Ellen Farr. Nicole Ambar Piasecki. Shanti Janakaraman Pillay. Roman Jose Pizarro. Tully Brenton Pope. Cassidy Nicole Porter. Grant Robert Poulter. Evan Anantha Prabhu. Owen Sparrow Presley. Lola Pulitova. Emma Grace Purcell. Peyton Elizabeth Purvis. Zara Qureshi. Anna Caroline Raby. Sahana Raghavan. Daniel Joseph Ragona. Shreya Ragataramithnan. Blake Winslow Randall. Taylor Grace Rankin. Victoria Elizabeth Renville. Alejandro Esteban Reyes. James Ethan Rhodes. Merrill Todd Rhine. James Franklin Rice. Cole Garrett Rich. Joseph David Michael Reinhardt. Charles Milo Robinson. Riley Robinson. Yanira Elizabeth Rodriguez Hernandez. David Joseph Roman Velez. Kyla Michelle Rolfe. Chloe Sophia Rory. Shrata Rout. Laura Rees Diaz. Dane Connor Russo. Brennan Edward Ryan. Colin James Salima. Ivana Hossam Salip. Nikhil Sankoli. Kawani Gabriela Santos Gonçalves. Gustavo Enrique Santos Velasco. Tristan Merritt Sarman. Sarah Nash Schubert. Erica Lane Schulman. Anne Elizabeth Swager. Hi. Jada Kalani Shack. Darcy Rose Shannon. Alan Shao. John Peter Shaw. Devere Richard Shalmandine. Evan James Shalmandine. Connor Jameson Shelton. Olivia Marie Sickler. Shayla Isabel Siegel. Hazel Rose Silverstein. Isabel Lila Silverstein. Taquan Freddie Singletary. Seneth Januta Sarandina. Jeffrey Smith Sitlow, Jr. Akshaya Sivakumar, thank you. Shannon Tate Skinner. Brendan Owen Smith. Evan Samuel Smith. Sean Patrick Smith. Randy Miriam Smallin. Haven Jason Solly. Chloe Nicole Song. Daniel Hyung Song. Mariana Souza de Mello. Kenzie Gray Stanton. Hayden Corinne Stone. Gavin James Shroud. Connor Howe Sue. William Duncan Sutcliffe. Christopher Grant Swegan. Indiria Doyen Swangby. Anushe Sim Sayed. Zoe Elizabeth Tabor. Finn Whalen Taylor. Nev Osborne Taylor. Zachary Evan Taylor. Emma Grace Thomas. William Brady Thompson. Muse Tishama Tilahun. Jacob Riley Todd. Samuel Robert Todd. Cash Vicent Topinka. Sean Bailey Towns. Young Bin Tran. Miles Warren Travis. Vasivilad Alexandrovich Tromovich. Ian William Salentis. Maya Rose Umstead. Stanley Joseph Urban. Claudia Dean Urso. Benjamin Charles Uslin. Cooper Usry. Ojes Barashkar. Jamal Isaac Van Rensselaer. Fauna Malay Vanderwell. Sarah Elizabeth Verkler. Rebecca Viara Vitorino. Mia Ann Vizini. Kyle Hampton Vogel. Alyssa Lee Voigt. Brandon Jonathan Vonder. Justin Trevor Voorhees. Minsing Wong. Cooper James Warfield. Jenna Michelle Washburn. Philip Xavier Watkins. Davis Walker Weber. Samantha Jane Wells. John Timothy Wheeler. Keller Daniel White. William Thomas Wilkes. Noel Undrell Williams. Patrick Alexander Williams. Seth Jack Williams. Ramona Banjusabine Wilson. Bowman Chase Witherspoon. Taylor Simone Wanowich. Daniel Wong. Julian Wu. David Shea. Angelina Shirlile Yan. Ava Carolyn Yezik. Eleanor Carol Zack. Neil Keen Zolomek. Eleanor Jane Zhang. Evelyn Marie Zhang. Rika Sophie Ziegler. William Hunter Zimniak.
Will the class of 2024 please stand? By the authority vested in me as the principal of Providence High School and by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Board of Education, I now pronounce you graduates of Providence High School, class of 2024. You may move your tassel.
But before you leave, if anybody is going home, I know of 2 people. I know of Rachel and I know of Lydia. Otherwise, if you're riding with somebody that's a family member from here, I need to know about it before you guys split. You have a family member here? Who's here? Your mom. Tell your mom to take me. Okay. Anybody else?